The wife of the Maryland man deported to El Salvador after an administrative error is denying the White House's claims that he's a criminal. Even though the Trump administration concedes it made a mistake when it deported Abrego Garcia, it is opposing a request for him to be brought back to the U.S. Garcia's wife spoke exclusively with CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez and described the moment she realized he was in custody.
I was scared. I was very scared.
Why?
Because I've seen news of that prison, and I knew they take criminals there, and my husband's not a criminal.
What was your biggest fear when you identified him?
I was scared for his life.
Camilo joins us now from our Washington bureau. What else did she tell you?
Hi, Lindsay. Well, Jennifer told us that her husband was eligible to be granted protection from deportation in 2019 because of concerns that he could be persecuted by gangs in El Salvador. And indeed, a judge agreed with that contention and granted him a protection from deportation and barred officials from deporting him to his home country. And after that process in 2019, Jennifer told us that her husband was regularly and routinely checking in with ICE following the legal process. But in March of this year, ICE agents stopped his vehicle while he was driving with their disabled 5-year-old son and arrested him. And then days later, he was sent to this notorious maximum security prison in El Salvador, again, despite that order that protected him from deportation. And she told me, Lindsay, that the only reason she was able to confirm that he indeed had been imprisoned at this notorious mega prison is because the Salvadorian government posted a photo of her husband, and she was able to identify him. And she said that she completely broke down in tears when she saw that photo. Lindsay.
What is the latest on the update from his attorney to get him back?
Well, look, Lindsay, the Trump administration has conceded and admitted in federal court that it made a legal mistake when it deported this man to El Salvador because of that 2019 judge ruling that found that he could be persecuted in El Salvador if deported there. But they are still now defending the merits of the deportation, saying that he has links to gangs and that he's in some way involved with human trafficking. And they're also saying this, Lindsay, that even if they wanted to return this man to the U.S., federal courts have no say and no jurisdiction over this case because this man is now in Salvadoran custody, not in American immigration custody. But still, his lawyers are now arguing in court on behalf of the man and also his wife, Jennifer, who we spoke to, that because the U.S., Lindsay, is paying Salvadorian officials to detain people like Kilmar Abrego Garcia, that he should be able to be released at the request of the U.S. So we'll see how that case actually unfolds. But right now, the administration is standing firm in saying that it will not facilitate this man's return to the U.S.
Camilo, thank you.